Hello, everyone, and welcome to another stream for IndieX 2020. Today, I'm going to be your host again, Nuno Marques, and we're going to be talking about a very, very interesting game, Decay of Logos. And to talk about it, we have today here André Constantino, the game designer for Decay of Logos. Hey, how are you doing, André?
Hi there, Nuno.
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything is all right. I'm a bit tired because I'm at home. So, but let's.
Okay, yeah, no problem, sure. So basically, how this works is we're going to be having an informal discussion here. We're going to be also be taking questions from the chat. We're going to show us a little bit of gameplay so you can understand what Decay of Logos is, and then we will just ask some questions and have some fun. And that's the point of this entire showcases is just showing off games. And in this case, Decay of Logos won the Best Portuguese Game Award for IndieX 2019. So you know you're in for a good time. So for people who don't know the game, Andre, could you maybe like give a quick pitch about Decay of Logos?
Yeah, it's basically a third-person game, RPG, that focus on exploration and combat and no hand holding. So there is no minimap and you have to figure it out story beats and stick them all together, and in the end you can know all story, all the small nuance that the game has. You have to read a lot of small descriptions, talk to NPCs various times because some things will change the phrases the NPC will say. So yeah, it's a bit difficult for some people, but it depends on the type of play.
Okay, let's see if I can handle uh, playing the game and at the same time giving some good insight and commentary. I think we're about ready to get into the game right now. So let's get to it. So here we are in the main menu right now. We're going to begin the new adventure for this beautiful game, Decay of Logos. Let's see what it has in store for us. So, how long ago did you start development on this game, Andre?
I started alone in home, but it's a small, very small prototype. And then when I start working with Amplify, we basically redone all the prototype and some ideas and game design ideas. A lot. Basically, we redo everything I already did.
Okay, so seems like we're starting off in a dangerous situation. Let's see if we can handle it or not. Okay, okay, wait. Okay, good. Starting right off with some good intensity. Let's see. But how did it feel at the time, like starting on this new project? Did you have some ambitions or goals set in mind for the game already, or was it something more of a let me try my hand at this. Let's see what we can come up with. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, it was basically that. I was at home on my free time on some game ideas. I normally, when I start something, I need to finish it. So basically, small game ideas and prototypes I was doing for becoming like a full game. So when I joined Amplify and we redone a lot of the things, basically was the torch passed, so we can
Oh,
continue the idea and accomplish the ship of the game. So
okay. This intro is reminding me a lot of Shadow of the Colossus. Was it any kind of inspiration for this project?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I remember.
Absolutely.
Yeah, not just the visuals, but the sound as well. It's very reminiscent, and of course, I mean, it's a hallmark of game development, so it's always a good inspiration to have in mind. And even
Yeah.
like the scale and the architecture, you can see right here. Okay,
Yeah,
very
the Shadow
interesting.
of Colossus was one of the big inspirations on terms of storytelling and architectural storytelling and buildings on in general.
Okay, very nice. And you also have a companion, I see. So let's see if he's as helpful as Agro. But we talked a bit about how it felt like passing on the torch of development of your prototypes to Amplify. But when you started out, did you think that the game would be this ambitious and would have this scale, or did you think it would be something slightly smaller? Well, what was your
Yeah,
target at the
yeah,
time?
yeah. Very small, very small. It basically was um, like a way I can show my what I can do alone,
Okay.
basically. And but of course it's an idea you have, and you on your free time you started working on the idea and start having more mechanics and stuff, and so it's basically it's I was already working on the game industry, but it's basically a hobby from your real job.
Yeah, I
You're
mean, and
basically that. I
mhm.
was yeah I go home and I continue working on game development.
Yeah,
My own
were you
idea, basically.
the sole programmer on this project, or?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, okay, yeah. That I mean, that's already something. I mean, because if was one of your projects and it's something in this kind of scale, I mean, you must have learned a lot during the process of development. What do you think was the biggest lesson that you took from developing Decay of Logos?
For example, don't have only one programmer.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's all. That's a good one. But I mean, your advice is already better than the one we had yesterday. I don't know if you watched the stream yesterday, but
No, no, unfortunately.
I asked Ricardo if you could go back in the past, what would be one thing that you would tell yourself in the past? And he said, don't make this game. So we're already off to a better start. You're just saying, no, maybe a little bit of help would be nice, right? Because I mean, you didn't just develop a game. I mean, you developed a game for like PC and PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. Is it correct? Right?
Yeah, yeah,
So you
exactly.
you had to port the game to all the consoles as well, right?
Yeah. It's I mean the engine helps. Unity engine helps on some things, but I think in the end you have to do a lot of work to have a decent game on every platform. So yeah.
Ooh, let's pray. Okay, things looking good right now. Did you have a part of the development that was the one that gave you the more joy, the most joyful experience? What was the biggest highs in terms of development that you feel like you had during the project?
I think when we get like a good sounds and animations,
Hmm.
I think we because when we are developing the game, we have an idea on your head, but we even with concept art
Oh,
and a lot of small things that basically shows how the game will look in the end. Um, it's very difficult to really show the final result of the game. So when you see the idea, but on the gameplay on a real game,
yeah. So
it's a,
when you
it's a
saw
good feeling.
your designs like born into a screen and actually being interacted with, right?
Yeah, Yeah.
Okay, good, good.
And yeah, it's always good to when you go to shows inside Portugal on the US and other countries.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's very good to see players trying our game and be surprised for something or saying
Oh,
that the game is beautiful or that's always good. If anyone says that they don't like people playing their games and liking the game, they are there lying basically. I can
seems.
give you an help.
Yes,
If you
please.
press, you are playing with the keyboard, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes, keyboard and
So you
mouse.
can press the mouse wheel, the
Mm-hmm.
button mouse wheel. If you press
Oh,
one
yes,
time,
lock on. Okay,
yes, yeah.
thank
You
you.
can jump with the space and it's a
Oh,
bit easier
and
to
the dodge as well. I see.
yeah,
Okay, good,
exactly.
good, good, good. Now everything is
You can
clicking.
you
Okay,
can lock and unlock if you want, but
okay. Not arrows. Very well. And that what you were mentioning right now was actually something we also discussed with Ricardo, which is, I mean, we've all been through one hell of a year. Let's just say that. But the thing he said he missed the most was exactly like the events in terms of getting player feedback, which he considers extremely valuable.
yeah.
And how have you been dealing with this difficult year in terms of any production you have or any tools you're producing, stuff like that? Has it been hard, or has it been like actually working pretty well? Because I mean, everyone has a different experience this year, and I would like to hear about your experience.
Well, in our case, the game is already
Yeah,
out
yeah.
from the past year. So basically, this year, in terms of the production of the game, we did some patches.
Okay.
So the game is already out. So it's a bit different
Cool.
from the outside. But yeah, I can't imagine to being close to launch the game and we are stuck at home and you can do events and have public and fans playing your game. It's absolutely a very difficult situation.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Seems like at least.
So you can see the enemies. The enemies are a bit more hard, so they have more HP.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. But it seems like at least for now the difficulty curve is actually pretty okay. Not not extremely punishing.
Hmm.
So the combat is
That's
nice.
because you are careful. You are being careful. You are some players rush to
Are
this zone,
daring.
and
Yeah.
this zone, yeah, this zone it's a bit harsh. So
Okay.
you can probably get two three hits if you don't basically kill anyone
Yeah.
uh, from the back, and so yeah, the game gets hard if you do that. If you rush, you are
Probably
going to be
it's all
punished.
of the practice from Bloodborne and Dark Souls helps a lot.
Yeah.
Because
That's all.
I don't actually have a lot of experience with Zelda, like, which is obviously also very inspirational for this kind of games. So my knowledge is only from Dark Souls and other kinds of games. So that's the parallel that most people would make immediately. But I actually find the lock-on to be a little bit more similar to Zelda games than to Dark Souls.
Mhm.
Did
No, it's
you?
the funny thing
Yeah.
is I did not play Breath of the Wild while I was developing this game.
Yeah, I think I only
But
played one Zelda game, actually.
the Z targeting is from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
I think it was the first game with Z targeting. So basically, Dark Souls copied from
Yeah,
from
exactly.
Zelda.
Oh,
Um,
okay, good, good.
but yeah.
Okay. So, any other inspirations that you can cite for this game? We've already talked a bit about Shadow of the Colossus. We've talked about Zelda, Dark Souls. Is there any like more probably not immediately obvious games that have inspired you in the making of this one?
Oh yeah, there are at least two games. One of them it's very very very. Uh, uh, I can say the word in English, but it's like it's very fundido.
Okay.
So that is Golden Axe. It's because
Oh.
of the when you sleep, you didn't reach that part yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But when you have to sleep on the camp and you are ambushed, the idea of the ambush was from Golden Axe 2. They are the small goblins that uh, stole your magic powers, I think, and then you have to kick them. So basically, that was the idea of ambush during night. And another game that was more on the feeling side, like
Hmm.
the controlling the character, and although that game doesn't have a lock system, but basically the walking around and stuff was Dragon's Dogma was one of the inspirations.
Oh yeah, Dragon's Dogma. I have yet to play Dragon's Dogma. It's in my to play list. I've heard really good talk about that game. Have you
Yeah,
played
yeah.
Dragon's
I
Dogma?
don't like the I don't like the term hidden gem, but it's basically a hidden gem.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
great game. I don't know how many hours I have on that game. I have a lot.
Yeah. Actually, I am. I mean, most people who know me know that I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy, basically. And
Hmm.
one of the things that has me the most hyped for the following Final Fantasy, which is Final Fantasy 16, is that the combat director is
Hmm.
actually the combat director for Dragon's Dogma. So that's been a huge thing for me because I mean that combat is amazing.
Yeah,
I think we are actually making some good progress here. Okay, nice.
yeah. You are missing a lot of things, but you are
Of course, yeah.
you are
Just carving on
having
ahead
a good progress.
because I immediately saw there was a cave back there. Okay, that we could
Yeah.
go to and branching paths. Which so the world
Hmm.
seems pretty big actually. So I mean, you're the game designer and you did the programming for this game, but I'm sure you had some pretty good folks helping you along. But did you have how big was the team that made this game?
Full time, we were five.
Oh, okay.
So basically, I was doing game design and programming. Of course, people were helping and giving their ideas and feedback.
Mm-hmm.
We have the animator, the Yuri Monteiro. We had a 3D and a concept artist called Ricardo Tomé, and we did also have a 3D artist called Felipe Michel, and on the sound we had not uh,
Mm.
and so that was the core team. But for example, Paulo Pinho from Amplify helped a lot on the visual effects and other small things,
Yeah.
and Ricardo Teixeira also helped a lot on the production and a lot of things, a lot of small things. But basically, when you we were seeing the credits, basically the names that appeared was the main name of the people that worked on the game.
Okay.
But the core team was basically five
Five
people,
people.
and yeah,
Okay. Let me check some equipment. Okay, I already have.
yeah,
No problem.
it's basically the same.
Yeah, yeah. No, because I think it's probably. Of course, I'm not familiar with every single Portuguese game that has been made and is being made out there, but it seems to be like the. Oh, okay, nice. So I can do this. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, you can change targets, right?
It seems to be one
With
of the
the
most,
mouse.
certainly one of the most expensive Portuguese games in terms of. Uh, I mean, making the 3D assets for this game is something that's already pretty complicated. And I mean, I commend you. I can't even imagine what it feels like to be a a sole programmer a project like this. I think it's really you've done something pretty amazing for such a small team, and even in
Thank,
this like considering you, we're not still like a mature industry in Portugal. We're still very small tissue, but we're growing, and I
oh yeah,
think taking risks is part of that. And I think this game, making a game
yeah,
like this with a team of 5 people, I mean, it's a huge risk, of course, and I think
yeah,
I'm glad you did it because this is what actually pushes the industry forward, right? Is having also someone who
yeah,
is trying
yeah,
to do something different and pushing the
yeah,
bar because even if you fail, I think you inspire some people, and I mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
always worth it. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
actually pretty.
the more pushes we have on the in here in Portugal, basically for some time we'll have the industry. Everyone talks about it
Yeah.
because there are a lot of pushes and people doing some games that they are basically not on the scope that people are expecting. So
Okay. From here. Oh, this one's a bit more damaging. Let's check. Okay, good. So let me check how do I use a potion. Stat echoes, inventory, gear, magic. Okay, here, like this. Okay,
you have to use the
okay, here we go.
yeah.
Done.
Like,
Thank you
yeah.
very much. So let's see what happens if I stand over here. Let me check this. Read. Ah, okay. So I need the big boy.
Yeah.
Ooh, where is he? Gonna have to go look for him. Oh, just just making like because AI isn't actually the the most simplest of things, right? So just programming the companion, the elk, must have been like a huge challenge. I mean, had you ever
Yeah. Yeah.
did anything like similar before, or was it all just learning as you went?
Now I was learning basically.
Okay, very well, very well.
uh, I did a lot of research and study a lot of games that have like a companion.
Mm-hmm.
Not the typical Shadow of Colossus companion, for example, but more like uh, the Last of Us companion system, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So they 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 they, they broke a lot of barriers with that system, and it was like inspiration, but I didn't apply basically the typical alley going around video, but basically some tricks they have from GDC talks and videos. Some tricks they talk about it. I basically tune the AI, so it
Mm-hmm.
was one of the inspirations in terms
Okay.
of a AI companion.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of the, oh, okay. First
Oh,
death, first death. Here we go. This is very
what's your
funny
step?
because the first time I died in the Dark Souls games was exactly like this. It was I passed the first boss, I passed a lot of tough parts without dying, and then I just walked off a cliff. So I mean, cliffs are my biggest enemy. Seems like. You mentioned when we were talking about events, about going to events in like foreign countries and other things. Did you have the chance to do it with Decay of Logos?
Oh yeah, we did go to US. I think 3 times.
Oh, nice.
We did go to Gamescom also on Germany. Uh, I'm missing something, but I don't remember more countries.
Was it your first like experience as like representing a game in a foreign country?
I think it was PAX East
Oh, okay, yeah.
on 2017. I think.
That's PAX
I think
is
it was.
in Boston?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, nice. So I think you must have collected some pretty funny stories during development. Is there any story you in particular you remember fondly or that you would like to share?
Uh, Funny stories.
I mean,
Mm,
funny,
but
endearing, whatever. Just something that you remember during development or that sticked out for you in your memory.
I think I have a lot of game code with comments, with basically Portuguese comments like bad words and stuff because I was banging my head on the a small issue or a small bug or and when I finally discovered that I wrote a comment on the top of that function or whatever and on yeah that's funny to go back and read that code
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
but yeah.
okay. Now my yeah, platforming is also one of my greatest enemies, but it seems like
There is
we are
not a lot
okay
of platform
for
here.
now.
So basically, this is
Oh,
one of the
okay, I did it.
the toughest platforming areas, basically. But it's not mandatory.
Oh,
So
okay. Nice healing item. That's all I wanted. You are talking to me? Where are you? Okay. Let's go. See what we can find around here. Throughout development, I mean, you already said that the game grew a lot in terms of scale and what you wanted to do, but can you like say any monumental changes that actually like really changed the way you thought about this game? Like one day someone suggested something or someone saw something in your game that made you like approach the project differently and actually think about doing something differently or changing the course radically.
uh, not exactly, but because you have like an idea for the game and you show, for example, this is a RPG game, and if you show this game to a first person shooter player, they obviously wants a lot of changes in the game. So, oh, for example, a player that likes like hack and slash game.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they don't like this type of games, the slow pace and slow combat and the stamina limiting a lot of things.
Yeah,
They
you
don't.
have to think about it
So
and step
yeah,
back. Okay.
yeah.
No items here. What is this? Let's take a look. Iron lever number 1. Okay. Making some progress. Let's check it out. We have another one of these doors here. Nope.
This is a case of basically looking at the environment and try to
Aha,
figure
there it
out.
is. Okay. Let's go. I fear something dangerous will come out of there. No? Yes? Okay, no. We're okay for now. At least you have the decency of not having. Oh, I spoke too soon. I was gonna say you have the decency of not having jump scare enemies like Dark Souls, where you just go around the corner and they appear, and then immediately, as I said, that it happens. Okay, good, good.
The funny thing also of this zone, you can basically don't have this event. You can reach basically the other side of the door from the other path.
Yeah.
So
Did you have that in mind when you were creating the game? Did you purposefully created areas with the intent of having several different possible
yeah,
approaches and outcomes? Okay.
yeah,
Because
absolutely.
that for sure like that complicates the design in terms of if you want to
Yeah,
have a consistent experience for the player, let's say. But I
Yeah,
mean, it can
yeah,
result in really good moments of people having different opinions when they talk about the game. Like,
yeah,
oh yeah, I did this, and oh, I
yeah.
did not see that guy. Okay, let's see.
Especially when basically after 1/3 of the game, you have like a hub village that you can basically go for one zone, and that is very difficult comparing your skill level, and the right zone. The right zone, I mean, the enemies are leveled like you.
Okay.
So yeah, some people go to the eye level zone, and the experience was
Oh, lo, lo,
totally
lo, lo, lo,
different.
geek. Ah, the good old oi oi oi. The good old mimic. This is not gonna go very well. I feel like, or maybe it is. Where is he? Die. Okay.
Nice.
Salve brew. What does this do? I don't know. I'll use it anyway. Hard to do.
That anti-poison.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So now I know there are mimics. That's good.
One detail we add to the mimic, it's if you hear snoring, that's a mimic uh, close by.
Okay, good. That's always it's always good to insert slight mechanics that can help players by making them like rewarding players if you're
Yeah,
listening to your environment and not just randomly
yeah,
going by your day, no?
yeah.
Let me see. Let me see. Because I have the audio pretty low for the game. No, no mimic. Okay, so this is where I came from, right?
Um,
Exactly. Oh, move up. What's this?
yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
What is this? I did not see this. Okay. Let me check if that was something. Oh, those are items. Okay, let's check.
It's a chest,
Mm-hmm.
but
I can only
you
drop
cannot.
from there, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if it's worth it for the fall damage.
I think you can't.
Oh yeah, you
You
can.
can try, but you can't.
But,
So we have probably need to find another way to reach that point.
yeah. What is this? Lullaberries. Okay. So, whoa, walking around. So this the game you have a level up system, right? Is it
Hmm.
kind of because I noticed I leveled up earlier? Is it like a manual level up? You have to rest and level up, or is it automatic like stat upgrade and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's automatic.
Okay.
So basically, the leveling system is very basic on this game.
Mm-hmm.
You basically kill enemies,
Yeah, it's just an
and
RPG like
you
XP
level up.
level up. Oh yes, nice.
Yeah,
Bang your head against the wall. Goodbye.
that's a visual storytelling of
Yeah.
this part of the game. So uh, when you progress on the game, and you go more further on this part of the map, you know why they are banging the head, and a lot of small things, and
Cool.
basically it's this game, like you are noticed, there isn't a lot of text, and
No, no, yeah.
so
It's
basically you have to look around, and try to see some branching paths, and unfortunately I think you pass an NPC. The NPC will talk when you are inside that ruin.
I saw
But
here
yeah,
I saw something but I didn't manage to get
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, basically NPCs and visual storytelling is basically the the pillars of the of the
Oh no.
that. No, but you are good with anti-poison
Yeah, yeah.
tech.
Seems okay. Yes, because people, when they mention sometimes Dark Souls and other kinds of types of games, I mean, they always talk about contextual storytelling, let's say that way. But actually, that game has a lot of, it has a lot of contextual storytelling, but it also has a lot of text. Um, a lot of its stories told through items. And
Yeah,
you have to read, and you have to actually read a lot if you want to actually understand the full story. So I think sometimes people overestimate the amount of contextual storytelling there is in Dark Souls. I much think that this game, for example, has a bigger weight of contextual storytelling when compared to that. Or, for example, something like Hyper Light Drifter, which has
yeah. No text.
approximately zero dialogue and zero text, and that manages
Yeah,
to tell a very good story. So, I mean, it's something that's very hard to do, but if you can do it, well, it's very powerful because the player's imagination is better than any writer. And I'm not
yeah,
disparaging writers, of course. It's a very very hard job to do, and it's if you really are good, you notice the difference. But people's imagination is always, they can always come up with things that and interpretations that mean much more for them than what any writer could possibly
yeah,
like give them. So
yeah. Absolutely.
was this the NPC you were talking about? Maybe? No? Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
talk. Okay,
You
good,
can
good.
talk to him, but
I see, I
But I
certainly do.
see it. I certainly do. That fire in your eyes, burning with determination.
Okay,
I can tell you've got some fight in you.
yes.
I'm just a humble wheat trader. I mean no harm. I have done no wrong. Those things, they threw me in this damned cell. I've eaten nothing but dirt for days. Heaven knows what they've got in store for me. Wooden aberrations. Bloody wooden beasts. Utter madness, I tell you. There was an ambush. My mates, they... Oh, heavens above, my mates.
The voice acting is really good.
Stashing our wares
Did
at the usual
you, like,
trading spot inside
did
an
the
arse
team
up
actually
north.
did do the
No
casting
one
and
must be
everything,
close
or did you
by.
have a
But they haven't
partnership
dragged them
with
far.
someone else, or how
Abductors may
did
have
you know the
returned them.
process that you went through
Up on the
to make
yeah,
the
cliff
voice
yeah.
acting?
across the
Our
broken
sound
path.
designer
One of them, should be
was
carrying the key.
accustomed
If you'll give
to
it, please.
casting
You
voice
must find it.
actors. So basically, he basically gathered a list of people. We did some tests, and yeah, I really like the voice acting on the voice actors, and they did a really good job. Um, they were some of them were sorry about the some of them were very experienced
Hmm.
on other big games. But yeah, I don't know. Probably the voice actor, the Troy or Toy
Troy
Baker
Baker?
is
Yeah.
very yeah. Everyone knows about the Troy Baker,
Yeah,
but
Nolan
there
North,
there are
Tara Strong, yeah.
yeah, there are a lot of actors, voice actors. So
No, I was actually surprised because I had played very little of this game and I had heard no dialogue up until this point. So, normally when you have an indie production, let's say, or something of the kind, there's always somewhere that you can see the seams, right? Of the where we had to cut costs or where the team was too
oh yeah,
small to do this, or there's always something that's like, okay, yeah, I see this is a small production indie, but and sometimes voice acting is the big one, right? Because
yeah,
you don't have a dedicated sound engineer who's experienced with dealing with these kinds of things. But I'm glad because this project had a good team. Seems like it. I'm really enjoying the game actually. So nice.
yeah.
Currently, you're only patching the game, right? It's out on all platforms. Do you have any plans for something similar, like possibly in the same like genre, or maybe even same world continuation, or are you chilling for now in terms of the projects regarding
Uh,
Decay of Logos?
I think I can say this. We are thinking about the mobile version. like
Okay.
for Apple, iPhone and iPad and stuff. But basically, it's that we are working on another project. So for now, for Decay and games like this, we are on hold.
Okay, good, good. But that's already good news. I mean, yeah, mobile is a huge platform, and it's always good to
Yeah.
have those kinds of opportunities. Ah, okay, my boy. Let's see. I will feed you, so that you trust me, kind of. Okay, good. No, yes, maybe. Can I? Will you let me? Yes. Okay, so let's see how this works. Control, kick, direction, brake, hold this mode. Stress bar. Can he
Yeah.
run?
Yeah. Try to kick on the control key.
Oh, so I thought it was like me, not me kicking him kicking enemies. Oh, okay, good, good. Now it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. On tight places you can only trot, but
Yeah,
on that open area you can gallop.
nice.
Try to kick it again.
Yeah. So now I can finally get to that gate I was looking for before
Oh yeah.
and use my mighty steed. Let's go. Okay, good. Yeah, but this aqueduct. I don't even know if people call it aqueduct in English, but this waterway
I think
here
I think it is. I think it is accurate.
is really
Uh,
reminiscent of the Shadow of the Colossus ruins. And I mean, yeah, overall this is a very good looking game. I'm constantly amazed that 5 people were able to make this kind of game, and it really is a testament to how much the team cared about the game. I think because
oh, thank you.
yeah,
Did you
sometimes.
notice the tower that the aqueduct leads?
Oh, actually no, but that is something I will see probably.
Yeah. The funny thing is you fight a boss on the top of that tower.
This mount. Let's not involve you in this kind of violence. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Here. Okay, goodbye. And now probably bees will appear. And I do not like bees. Or maybe not. Bees? Bees? No? Hello? Yes, bees. No,
Where's the
no.
bees?
I do not like you. Go away. As a great actor once said, not the bees.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'm getting angsty now. Okay, good. Now, please. I just need to kill you and then I can be on my merry way. Okay, shield is done. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, good. But I'm enjoying the waviness of the combat, like the thing that makes you wait and like you don't the combat isn't very frantic, and unless you add more enemies, right? And then it starts becoming serious. So like enemies are quite manageable up until the point where you're fighting 3 or 4 of them, and then things get serious.
Yeah,
So you
it's
have to
basically
be
yeah.
aware
My
of your
design was
surroundings.
exactly that.
Oh no, oh no.
When,
Please let me leave. Please. Yes, okay, let's see. I forgot about these.
when you are one on one, it's okay, but
Okay.
there are two or three enemies. That's
I
a
am
bit
faster than
more.
you, therefore I will kill you. Oh yes, the good old circling around tactic. Never
Works
fails.
every time.
Yeah, works every time. Come here, yes.
You don't need to mount the Hulk.
Nope.
So, but
Okay.
no, but you can you can
Kick it. Let's see.
try that way. But you can call the Hulk from the distance, for example.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know the key for that on PC.
ERX.
Try F or try to go to the options. They are they are mapping.
Mapping. So like this. Oh, okay, good, good, good. Let's see. Controls. Sprint jump, move, walk, interact, combat, attack, magic A, quad parry. Call companion, number 4. Here it is. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Come here, baby. Come on, come on. Yes, yes. Very good. Progress. Always feels good. Oh, that doesn't feel good. This is probably where I'm going to die, and we'll leave the game and try to see if we have any answers or any interesting questions on chat. But, well, let's try. Let's just try. On half HP.
This is the first mini boss of the game.
I wish I didn't have half HP right now.
and no potions.
Yeah. I mean, no sweat. Yeah.
You can do it.
I just. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That HP bar is not a good omen. Yep. I can do it. Okay, well, looks like it was not meant to be. I think we've seen enough of the game. We've shown off a good chunk of gameplay. We've made it to the first mini-boss, seen a lot of contextual storytelling, items, combat. So let's see if we have any interesting things going on here with our lovely chat. Let me see. Oh, we have a lot of people greeting us here. Everyone, good night.
Oh, nice.
It's the first time I'm looking at our chat, but it seems like there was actually a lot of activity. So, one question from Revax von Beck. How was it to conciliate, I think he means to balance the game design part of the game with the solo programming aspect?
Well, I think I lost a lot of years of my life. Yeah, that was hard. That was basically the hardest part of the project, I think.
Did you have
Because
any advice?
sometimes programming were penalized and vice versa, because I cannot do the design all the time, and then I have to do the programming and porting and stuff. So yeah, it was hard.
Okay, yes. And looks like what I'm seeing here is people mostly saying that they like the game and they like that it was hard. People commenting that they died the first time they went to sleep, so not very bad. Okay. Pretty good looking game done by 5 people in Portugal. Very good. Okay, Ricardo was asking what's next for Amplify. I think we've already answered that, more or less, right?
Yeah.
So we're pretty okay on that terms. Okay, very well. Let me see if they have anything more to ask of you at this moment. I think we're pretty okay at the moment. So, look, we have a new question for João Machado. Looking back, what would you have done differently on the game? Would you take out anything or add anything?
I think I would remove the mounting the health. So the health was only like the second inventory. It is already the secondary inventory, but was more like I said before, like the Last of Us companion system. So it was always around, but not on your way. Uh, but I'm saying that because a lot of people try to mount the health right from the beginning, and you cannot mount the health if you don't give it berries.
Yeah. If you
So
grow the relationship, yeah.
yeah, basically on the start, the people became frustrated because I have to mount my mount, and story wise, that not make much sense. But it's hard to tell players that.
Yeah, yeah.
So probably if you cannot mount the Hulk, never. Uh, it was easy to show the player that okay, this is not a mount. This is your companion.
Okay. We have another question from Ricardo Correa this time. He's asking, how did the national and international hype affected you on the production and post-release? If you can share anything from that.
No, yeah, that affected a lot because, for example, IGN compared the game with Zelda Breath of the Wild a lot, and
Yeah.
uh, people were with like big expectations about the game and the wrong idea about the game because they want basically another Breath of the Wild done by 5 people.
Yeah, exactly. And with
So
limited budget and time constraints.
yeah, so that affects a lot. But yeah, that's how the industry is.
Yeah, no, I
It's
think.
easier for journalists to compare a game that than like we are doing right now. We are analyzing the game and the gameplay for playing the game and not only looking to screenshots and oh, it's like Dark Souls. Well, in this case, it is. In this case, it's a lot of it borrows a lot of inspiration from Dark Souls. But yeah,
Yeah, but I think it. I mean, you also like learn from the project, right? I mean, tough love and this international pressure on you and everything. I mean, it's sure to teach you one or two things, right?
oh yeah.
Uh, and also concerning that, like, if now if you could like have unlimited time and budget, what would be your kind of your dream project? And I'm not just talking about games. I'm talking about whatever you want. Like book, make a movie, make a game, whatever. What would be your dream project right now?
I think I am like the game launched last year, so I think I'm yet on the period that I don't want to have new ideas. I don't want to create big projects. Probably from 2 years from now, basically, I think I am ready mentally to to create another
Okay.
project or another idea or stuff. So I'm basically doing my job on Amplify and having my small hobbies, uh, playing games also, and yeah, I'm I'm basically
You're resting,
clearing
yeah.
my mind and resting.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know, in terms of creating and designing games, yeah,
Yeah, probably just making like a very small project could also be something interesting instead of going for something really big. Imagine like
yeah,
something game jammy or something like that. That's like a weekend and then
yeah,
okay, I'm done. Yeah, probably
yeah,
people need
exactly,
rest. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, really good. So during this conversation, we've been talking about mostly the game and your experience with the game, and post launch and everything. But like concerning indie X and events in particular, we also talked a bit about how they were important, right, for the industry. And I asked this question to Ricardo, and I think I will ask it to most of the people who I will be hosting. But is what would you want in terms of improving these kinds of industry-related events, and particularly here in Portugal, since we are still a small industry? What kind of offer do you think would be interesting for the devs and to help us grow and mature our industry right now?
No, I think the Indie X from last year were with Rami as a host or a guest. I mean. it was very good to see a person that you follow on Twitter, and everyone knows Rami on the indie dev scene from all around the world, and seeing him on your side and talking about your game or the game of other people, and basically giving feedback to everyone. I think that's a good move in terms of basically skipping some steps and trying to have a industry with more knowledge from people that they are doing indie games and other games from a lot of years.
Yeah,
So I think this type of bring people with a lot of experience and make them giving feedback and ideas and stuff. I think that helps in my point of view. I think that helps a lot.
okay, good.
Um,
I think we're coming up on our time right now. I want to thank you, André, for giving us your time and helping us to show off one of the best games I think in the industry currently right now in the Portuguese industry at least. It's a pleasure to talk with you. I haven't
thank
seen you. I hadn't seen you in a long while, and it's always good to catch up.
yeah.
And for everyone, thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for the questions and for participating. And don't forget that we'll be streaming games every single day with the exception of the weekends. You can check the calendar on indiex.pt right now. And tomorrow we will have Ricardo Correia, and he will be showcasing Haven, which is a really big game. He was also present on last year's IndieX, so be sure to check that out because that for sure is going to be an awesome program. I mean, it will be along with the devs and everything. So yeah, be sure to check out and keep looking for our networks. I love that cat because we are sure to have some more surprises for everyone in terms of talks and other kinds of things. Thank you once again, Andre. Thank you everyone for being here, and we'll see you on the next IndieX showcase. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Nuno. Bye. Thank you, everyone.